Legion, as you're like always, we just got done watching the Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker trailer. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out. This is the so and so and the thing. Damn it, I forgot the name of the damn game. The Jedi: The Fallen Order. This looks really interesting. I don't know if this is made by like EA or Dice or whoever. I'm hoping. I actually don't know who this is made by. I did not see. So I'm actually really excited because I don't know who's making the game. If it says something like EA or EA is a publisher or EA is an owner of the team that's developing this game, I'll be extremely disappointed. I said some stuff about EA not being a fan of them, and there was people that literally just came out and defended them. And some people are so blind to the greed that goes on with corporations. It just is. I'm not going to harp on EA too much. We all know what happened with Battlefront 2. And in my personal opinion, I'll just simply say this. I think EA, from everything they've done, from destroying BioWare or potentially almost destroying BioWare with Anthem, because a lot of people felt like that was BioWare's last chance. I personally feel that EA is not a game dev of game lovers. It's a company dedicated to making money, not for the love of video games, and they don't respect the people that play their games. That's just kind of how I feel. They might have a few hits, they might not, but overall, they're not really a company that a lot of people respect. That's not really a personal opinion. That is my translation to their career in video games. So with that, let's just get into this, check it out, see what it's all about. Let's hope it's good. I pray to God. Probably should have saved all that to the end of it, but I got oh, it's EA and it's Respawn. Okay.
But now there are 3 rules to survive. Don't stand out.
I'm excited to see the comment section after this video.
Accept the past.
It kind of.
No one.
I don't know who that actor is. It almost looked like Peter Parker from Spider-Man.
The galaxy's changed.
Yeah, look out!
Whatever you do, don't reach within.
Inquisitor.
Don't stand out. Accept the past.
Execute Order 66.
Trust no one.
She looks familiar. I love that sound. TIE fighter shots.
Trust only.
I actually get a lightsaber? I'm surprised. Honestly, that so it's EA, so I have no faith in this game at all. The last game that was coming out, of course, was canceled because George Lucas sold the rights, so that happened, so that was awesome. Although George Lucas making or that him selling it being the reason why it stopped, it was the bounty hunter game, which I was never going to be at all wanting to play that. The way excuse me, the way I look at this game is it's going to be more of the Force Unleashed and less of KOTOR. I'd be really excited for this game if it was an RPG style game No, I didn't. I just found out about this, so I'm just checking it out. And so it may be an RPG. If it's like an RPG action, or an action RPG or whatever, or ARPG, I guess. If it's something like that, again, I'm not super hyped for. If it is a straight RPG, then yeah, I'll definitely play it for sure. But if this is at all like a platforming level adventure game, like, excuse me, jeez, if it was like Force Unleashed, then I don't have any desire to spend money on this. I'll just cutscene movie this on YouTube. There's no need to play for me. There's no need to play those games, and it's not just Star Wars. Fucking Tomb Raider, maybe the Last of Us or something like that. But there's games like the Tomb Raiders, like the whatever those are. I grew up through the '90s, man. I played games before there was internet. I played games that were just adventure games. I've done the local co-op thing. I'm over that crap. I don't do that much anymore, hardly at all, ever. If you're playing a fighting game, it's online. If you're doing a racing game, it's online. If you're doing something else, it's with real people. I'm not the biggest fan of just single-player games anymore, no matter how good they look. Maybe if I had all the money in the world to spend on these games, it wouldn't matter. As someone that, is somewhat responsible for, one's money, I don't go and buy every game, which also makes me more critical of the games that come out. Now, if I had all the money, maybe I'd be like, yeah, this was a fucking, oh my God, it's Star Wars. I want it. Give me. And that may be a thing, but as someone that's just not going to spend money on a level adventure game, I'm just like, yeah, that's whatever. That's cool. I'm glad. I hope Star Wars fans like it. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. As the checking out the Rise of the Skywalker trailer showed, I was a big fan. I love Star Wars and stuff like that. But I am also not somebody that just wastes money because I'm not an idiot. And that's not saying that people that buy this are idiots. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I'm not an idiot when it comes to my money. And I usually don't buy EA games anyways, just out of kind of principle. I can't wait to see the comment section and the thumbs down section. It's gonna be juicy. I'm gonna love it. But I hope this game fulfills some need for the Star Wars fans that want a good looking game. I'm sure this is a solo single player looking game, so I'm sure we're gonna have loot crates in it. And all the pay to win you could possibly imagine. If EA was, doing what they were doing, they made Force Unleashed. I don't even know if they did or not. But if that game came out in present day, you probably could have bought the black lightsaber before getting to the last level. I'm super critical of solo player games with pay to win kind of aspects. There are some of them like, oh god, I can't even think of the damn name. It's I can't remember. It was a game that came out. It's the third one. It was kind of like a cyberpunky kind of game. And I just can't remember the name of it. But they had a pay to win aspect for single player, and in theory, I can understand that. Like, I don't really get mad at it. But when I think about games like The Force Unleashed, I had a lot of fun playing those games, both of them. I had a lot of fun hunting down all the crystals and all the stuff that made my character badass. That when you completed a level, you unlocked different skins and different whatever and things like that. That was super fun and gave you replayability, not repayability, which is a little different. That's the EA model. But if you can just pay to kind of be a badass, then you're looking at kind of a cinematic pay-to-win experience that's a one-time play. Now, again, this may be an RPG. Again, I just now saw this, so I just checked it out. So I'm not completely sure what genre this fits into. If it's an RPG, that's pretty exciting. If it's not, then it's not. But the way the game looked and the way the game is taking place, it looks like it's just going to be kind of. I've never been a super big fan of like the stories that revolved around Coruscant. There's a lot of order. There's a lot of just, like real life law bullshit that's in that world where in the Old Republic, you felt like you can do anything you wanted, which is one of the reasons why I didn't like the second KOTOR as much, because the crystals were scarce and you were being hunted, and it didn't feel like you had enough freedom in an RPG setting. This looks like it's going to be, if it is RPG, I think it's going to either be RPG light or it's going to be restricted to kind of the environment, Coruscant. If you get to leave Coruscant, cool. If there's more to this game, I'm so open to hear that. If this game, this is just kind of like a teaser. So if this game blows my expectations out of the water, then I'll be happy. Then I'll give EA my money and play it. I'm not saying I wouldn't play it because it's EA. I just don't usually buy their games. But Respawn, it's Respawn. And whatever. And if it is a game that has something that I'm interested in, then I'll take a chance and get it anyways. But with that, I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. See you on whatever video I'm doing next. Later, guys.